Hey everyone, welcome back to RBR. In this video, we got a really big project.
Yeah, we're going to be completely rebuilding the Slash 4x4 Ultimate. The only thing we're not replacing is the chassis, the axles, tires, and a few suspension components. But we're going to be rebuilding both front and rear diffs, replacing the shocks, the sway bar links, all the screws. We're going to be rebuilding the velineon motor, put new bearings in it. So this is going to be a big project, but what we're going to do is we're going to time lapse it for you, and we're going to slow it down just a little bit so you can see what we're doing. Yeah, this is going to be pretty fun.
So we're building this for a new member of Red Bandit Racing, so you'll be seeing a live Slash Ultimate for versus videos, bashing videos, speed tests, see if we can beat the wrestler in a race. So yeah, let's get in it.
Here are the parts that we'll be using. All the parts will be in the description. The screw set, he actually went ahead and got the stainless steel screws. So they are hex, but they're just stainless steel, so they don't look like the factory ones, but they're still pretty good. All new bearings, and like I said, the motor rebuild kit, because this motor is a little over a year old, so it's a good idea to replace the bearings. And top it off with the orange body. So all the gears were in pretty good shape. I already looked at them, so we just have to clean them up and rebuild them. And there's a few broken parts on the differential housings because the screws wouldn't come out.
Stampede, one of the Slash, comes with stock 30 weight, so we're just gonna keep it stock. After driving around a little bit, we're probably just gonna switch it to 60 because 30 is pretty light off of jumps. But if you want in-depth detail on how to do this, we have a max video that we added 100 weight to shocks, so you can go watch that. And we're gonna go continue.
looks like there's a lot of wires. I know it looks a little confusing than it is. Honestly, the hardest part about this is just routing the wires. It's really not that difficult to hook everything up. I'll try and go through some of this real quickly with you, but these obviously you can put aside. These are your motor wires that will connect to your ESC. This wire right here, this one is actually your RPM sensor. This one's actually damaged. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna have to let him know. He's gonna have to replace that. Those wires looks like they've been bent back and forth a couple times. So, but that one, as you can see, is gonna go back into the RPM portal. Right here in the back. The one behind that actually connects this guy right here, which plugs into the here, and this actually goes to your battery port. And what that one is actually labeled at is voltage/temp sensor. So those two are going to go in the back. And as you're working your way forward, you're going to have channel 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There's 2 1s. What's going to be connected to them is the second one up, as you can see. The second one up is channel 1, and that's for your servo. The next one next to it is channel 2, and that's your speed control. Channel 3 and 4 are not used, as you know, most of these cars don't use channel 3 or 4. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but those are multiple channel radios for like nitro cars and stuff like that, maybe boats and planes. But most of your RC cars are going to use channel 1 and 2. So what I'm going to do now is tidy this up a little bit, because I'm going to have to tuck some of the wires in, and then we're going to give it a quick test when we come back. I'm going to try and go ahead and bind this real quick. I don't have the front connected yet, but I do want to bind it. That way I can go ahead, you know, if you can see, I'm sorry if it's blurry, but that way I can center out the servo and get that set up. So let's go ahead and see if we can't bind it. So get the battery plugged in. What you're going to do is everything is going to be off. You have the cover off, and where you can access the receiver button. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold set. Make sure you can see this, I'm sorry. You're going to hold set and then power on the receiver. You're going to notice that this light right here is blinking. Leave that right there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hold the receiver button and then power on the car, and then let go, and there you go. Looks like that all works just fine so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over, and when you do this, have TSM off. You don't want TSM on, have it off. Make sure the trim right there is zeroed out. Once it's zeroed out, you want that arm vertical. So I may have to remove the arm a little bit over to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, get that all set up, and continue on getting the front end rebuilt. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I went ahead and flipped the receiver around because the wires would be touching the drive shaft. So I flipped it around and I flipped the receiver around. That way the wires will come out this side. That makes a little more sense. So we're going to go ahead and continue with that. Reroute the wires, tie them up, and secure them all.
finally done with the Slash rebuild project. We got everything assembled, everything's good. The only things we do need to do is change the RPM sensor. The wire's damaged, and the back bumper is still cracked a little bit in certain places, so he's gonna get that fixed. Also, the ESC fan has been cutting out every once in a while, so we're gonna get that fixed. The remote, after binding, the throttle was sticking a little bit, so we recalibrated the remote, and now it's all working. The only thing we might change is the tires, because these are kind of old, they've been used a lot. But yeah, the Slash is doing good. It's going to be in tons of new videos. We got track videos coming up. We got a Rustler versus Slash, which should be really interesting because these two are very similar of what they do. And yeah, also 96% of our viewers aren't subscribed. So if you guys are liking our videos, please subscribe. It'll help us out a ton, and it's free, so it doesn't cost you anything. Hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed this Slash rebuild project. If you guys have any questions of how we did it or don't understand how to do something on another car, just leave a comment. We'll make a short just for you. And stay tuned for a lot of shorts, bashing, high-speed videos, versus videos featuring this truck. So, yeah, see you guys in the next one.